Welcome to another TIPShot video from TIP Technologies. Today I'll be introducing our newest module in our software solution, Temperature Controlled Materials. How closely do you monitor the temperature controlled materials on your assembly floor? Your line workers are highly trained, but mistakes do occur. Expired materials can make it into production equipment, affecting the quality and reliability of your final delivered product. Are the adhesives called for in the assembly steps being handled properly? How old is it? Has it been left out and allowed to get too warm? How do you monitor time outside the freezer? It's easy to incur unnecessary expenses if your temperature-sensitive inventory material isn't managed well. The TCM module makes managing your temperature-sensitive materials and shelf-life materials much easier. Each can be checked out and checked in for close control of your material handling process. Let's take a look and see how this is done. By defining attributes for time-controlled material in the item master, you set up the ability to track those materials by life cycle or shelf life days. You can also set warnings that can go out when a specified number of shelf life days has passed. You can define the shelf life items in WIP. Likewise, for temperature-controlled materials, you can define when warnings are sent out based on the amount of time elapsed after the manufacture date. Room lifetime can be defined, that is, the amount of time the material can be safely kept out of its temperature-controlled environment and still be viable. And a warning can be generated at a pre-designated number of minutes that the material has been checked out of the freezer. Cooler life is a way to track how long a material may stay in a cooler. Say you've removed material from the freezer, let it thaw in order to use it, then something comes up. You don't want to freeze it again, it'd take too long to thaw back out. Is there a way to keep it cool for a period of time until it's needed? This is one example of a way cooler life could be used. You can define a safe amount of time a frozen material can be kept cool and then track it with this parameter. Then, of course, you can have a warning based on that cooler lifetime, just as you have warnings for the other parameters. You can specify a minimum warm-up time and a limit to the number of times a material may be requalified. The temperature-controlled material inventory master lets you define many other parameters for your temperature-controlled materials. Materials are controlled by inventory allocations and transactions. They can be checked out, then checked back into their temperature-controlled environment. You can search through previous inventory transactions, filtering by inventory number, lot code, PO number, part number, or supplier, or you can create your own custom query using our Query Builder tool. Querying by allocation gives you the ability to see, for example, which work orders a certain lot code of material was used on. This module brings a new level of control and capability to anyone tasked with managing and handling temperature-controlled or time-controlled materials. Thank you for watching this TIPShot on the Temperature-Controlled Material module in TIPQA. To learn more about TIPQA, the QMS software solution, please visit us at www.tiptech.com.